Have you ever wondered how these buildings know when to switch off the lights or air conditioning automatically? When there is no one, it automatically switches off the lights and air conditioning, right? So today we will break down this secret, and the secret is sensors. Okay, like we have 5 senses in our body, right? Just try one. I'm just pinching. Ouch. Okay, so whenever I'm pinching my hand, my brain come to know through nervous system. So this, our skin is a sensor, and our nervous system is a wire carrying that signal to our brain. Today we will see what is the brain of BMS system, what are the sensors, what is the wiring, how many types of sensors are there, temperature. Okay, yes, the building management system should know the temperature to adjust it, otherwise we will freeze. Okay, in the very less temperature, low temperature. So it should know the comfortable temperature. When we set, it should know when it reaches and when to cut off the air conditioning. Okay, next is humidity. Of course, humidity is important for the server rooms or data centers. If humidity is higher from up to certain extent, it should be there, otherwise it will burn the equipments. Okay, so humidity is very important factor. Then motion sensors. When there is no one in the building, the lights and air conditioning should be switched off. Okay, now CO2 sensors. Where are those? Those are installed in your parking area. Okay, our vehicles are always polluting that area. CO2 level goes up, then we have a CO2 sensor. Up to some extent, it is okay. We can sustain the CO2 level. Beyond that, so our setting should be such that we should be able to breathe properly. The CO2 level should be optimum in that area. Post that, what will happen? The BMS system will automatically switch off or switch on the exhaust system. It will take out the CO2 from that parking area. Okay, then energy meters. So energy meters are important. What they do, they senses the current. Okay, so they will come to know how much current particular equipment is drawing, how much voltage. All the parameters are noted in the energy meter. So these are also type of sensors. Now you will ask me how the signals are traveling. Okay, how the signals travel from sensor to its BMS system. Okay, so first thing is sensor. Okay, first thing is sensor, then what, then your controller, and then central BMS system. So this is the signal flow, how the our sensors signal is traveling. Now we will go into deep. Okay, how the sensor is sensing the signals. Okay, so we'll see all the types of sensors, how they work, we'll see in later part. Then controller, how the controllers are working, how the sensors are able to communicate. Okay, because there are communication protocols. See, sensors are taking either analog, mostly analog inputs. Maximum sensors are analog input. Nowadays, the manufacturers have developed digital sensors. So whatever analog signals they are getting, they are converted into digital signals. Now, digital means what? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, right? You remember the class, computer class, how this communication is happening between computers. 1010 language. Okay, 0 and 1 you should understand. So from sensors, that 010 language is converted, and then controller will come to know what this sensor is trying to say. Okay, and then this controller will give signal to our central BMS system. And in central BMS system, okay, there is a software. In that software, we do the programming. Let's say at the 25 degree, this air conditioning should maintain the temperature. Okay, so whenever this sensor installed in the air conditioner reaches up to 24 degree, it will switch off or cut off the compressor outside. Okay, so it will stop working. Otherwise, it will keep on cooling the room, which is not desirable, which is not required. So that's how signals are traveling. We'll go into deep, don't worry. Okay, don't break your head. Okay, so now communication protocols. Okay, so these protocols are very much important, right? Communication protocols means the language. Okay, so mostly these two protocols are being used. One is Modbus protocol and second is BACnet protocol. Now important part, communication protocols. What do you mean by communication protocol? Communication protocol means the language. Okay, the language. What should be called what? Let's say this is what pen. Okay, who decided? This is called pen. English language has decided. So everyone across the globe will call this as a pen. So this is protocol. Okay, in any language, other language, let's say in Hindi it is called Lekhni. Okay, so every language has its their own, what do you call it, fixed names. So those fixed names are called protocols. So mostly Modbus and BACnet protocols are used in BMS system. Okay, we'll see, we'll go in deeper. Okay, don't worry. Okay, don't break your head right now. We'll see what are the BACnet protocols and what are the Modbus protocols. Okay, so now just take an example how this BMS system is working. Let's say you are not there in the office. So after 5 minutes, all the lights will be switched off automatically. So that is the setting done in our central BMS system software. Who is doing that? This controller. Okay, so BMS system will send the signal to the controller and controller will switch off that particular device. The controller will be connected to that device. Okay, so this is the sensors is the nervous system. Controller is controller, and so this is the body. Controller is a body and central BMS system is a brain of the BMS system. Okay, let's take another example. Nobody is there in the meeting room. What will happen? Automatically air conditioning will be switched off by this BMS system. Okay, so that intelligent right now, this smart BMS system have become. Now you come to know how this BMS system is working. In short, we'll go into deeper in next section. Okay, thank you.